For IT and security are Action Dronistics from Italy, and I'm so sorry for the sleeping names. Automatics Ltd from Ireland. Biowash from Switzerland. Manufacturers from Greece. And Smart Composite Antennas from France. And now a little music to reveal the winner.
Okay, so I tried to pronounce it with another accent, the Italian accent, and I'm really happy to call Ancora Dronistics.
Here it is. The stage is yours.
Hello? These are drones. They can fly, they can take videos, they can do 3D mapping. And we're told they're going to be over our cities, performing inspections, doing toxic environment checking, delivering medicine, but why don't we have all of that now? Why aren't these drones swarming over us now, doing the jobs that no one wants to do? What is it missing for this vision to be true? The point is that drones today are still not used as robots. To have an inspection done with a drone today, you need a certified operator that has to program the flight exactly, and when the battery is depleted, it's game over. So this basically provides an incremental improvement over standard methods. And at Archon, as well as everyone here at Hello Tomorrow, we're not an incremental improvement business. We want game-changing solutions. So here is our solution. You take your drones, you were compatible with 85% of the market, and you attach to them our plugin, which gives them wheels. So now they're robots. They can land autonomously, even under strong wind and rain, which wasn't possible before, and they can dock like a Roomba vacuum robot in a recharging station. So when you have a lot of drones and a lot of stations, you can log in our web interface, where you can plan the service by putting the stations in a map, and not by designing trajectories, but setting objectives. You want to do automatic patrols? I got it. Inspections, randomized alarms that you can respond to, we can do that. You basically have a system that whenever you plug it, it goes automatically, it takes off and land, it goes 24/7, and it performs the operations you need. This artificial intelligence system was the missing piece of an ecosystem, which is the drone industry. And this is why we created Archon. I'm Davide. I have years of experience at NASA and a PhD in theoretical physics. I founded Archon with another Davide, corporate finance guy with startup exits. We have a team with over 15 years of experience in R&D and robotics, award-winning virtual reality experts, experienced reliability engineers, and together, in 1.5 years, we created a prototype of everything I told you, just supported by grants. We engaged security service providers in Italy to use our first product, Archon Sentinel, which is 2 drones and 2 stations, to do surveillance over solar panel installations. And in France, thanks to Hello Tomorrow, we started an experimentation with Air Liquide in Grenoble to do automatic inspection and video surveillance of chemical plants. which if you read the newspaper recently is kind of an important topic. We are obviously after the security market, which is a multi-billion-dollar market, where we want to enable operations at an efficiency and a frequency which wasn't possible before, and possibly prevent disasters. Because robots have been used in Fukushima, but they did not mitigate the damage early. And we know the drone pilot have flown immediately to Nepal to do the search and rescue operations. But they say they were late because everything is done in the first 24 hours. And this was because we did not have an infrastructure which was providing unlimited autonomy, and most importantly, collective intelligence to perform operations. And that's what we're doing. Thank you.
Many thanks to you. Congratulations again to Arcone. Arcone. I will try to get it. Okay, let's move now to the third category, to the fourth actually category tonight. Fourth. Actually, we're about to talk about energy and environment. And to proceed in this very category, François Darchy, Senior Vice President and member of the Executive Committee of LET, will join me on stage. So François, you now have the mic and are able to explain why you wanted so badly to partner with Ella tomorrow.
Okay, thank you. Michelin said it used to be a startup and a successful startup. I would say Air Liquide the same, born in 1902 with only two people, a financial guy and an engineer, and they found a way to liquefy air and to separate oxygen and nitrogen. And here it is, we are now 50,000 people in 80 countries, and we are still distillating the oxygen and nitrogen out of air, but also new molecules that we didn't have at this time, hydrogen and the like. Okay. So what we consider today is that, first of all, we have been able to survive such a long period because we were permanently innovating on how to use those molecules. And what we see now in the coming, I would say, 100 years is going to be a different way of innovation. We used to be highly technical and highly relying on science, and we see that more and more innovation has to be open. It has to be open, it has to integrate also usage, customer usage. We need to partner with people like you, and we feel like being now, I would say, a mature startup, we need to go back to the startup mode, and that's what you bring to us. So that's an important mix of corporate people like me, and young people quite enthusiastic about what they are going to do and how you are going to save the planet on the other hand. So it's a perfect match, I would say. So now about the theme, which is about environment. We consider that environment and the energy transition at large will require a lot of technologies, a lot of science, because it's a brand new combination. It's the fourth revolution, industrial revolution. It's not going to be only based on coal, on gas, on petrol. It has to be now very diverse. It will be renewables, it's going to be biogas, it's going to be all kind of means, and we consider in Air Liquide that all of our small molecules, small and essential molecules as we call, the top layer of the Mendeleev table for the scientists around this audience here understand that we can play a big role. But we will not be able to develop this business without you and without your imagination.
So let's review together who the semi-finalists are for this track. And the finalists, semi-finalists actually are Biocarbon Engineering from the UK, Power Window from the Netherlands, Saros Desalination Project from the US, Selenica from Italy, and Turbulant from Belgium. And we've already opened the envelope, we're just going to wait for a jingle and you'll be able to tell us who is winning this track tonight.
So the winner is biocarbon engineering.
Biocarbon engineering team from the Presidenta joins us on stage. Congratulations to you again. You will now have 4 minutes to inspire us and tell us more about your project. Oh, wonderful.
Some of you may know the name Wangari Maathai. Wangari Maathai started a movement that planted 50 million trees. Initiatives like these have 2 things in common. First, they use traditional planting techniques. And second, although amazing efforts in themselves, they are simply not enough. Every year, we cut down 26 billion trees, and governments and organizations from around the world spend billions of dollars planting billions of trees, but it is simply not enough to keep up with industrial scale deforestation. And so the question is, how can we increase the planting rate while simultaneously decreasing the cost? Last year, I met a crazy NASA engineer with a crazy idea to machine gun plant trees using drones. And today, I am proud to be sharing with you how we are making this a reality. Our system works in 2 steps. First, we create a detailed terrain map using existing drone technology. We then generate a precise planting pattern. Second, we upload that map into our planting drone, which flies at 2 to 3 meters above the ground and plants a biodegradable seed pod. The seed pod penetrates the soil, is activated by moisture, and has all the nutrients for healthy tree growth. Our system plants at 10 times the rate and just 15% of the cost of traditional hand planting. By 2022, with 100 2-person teams, we will be planting over 1 billion trees each year. And we're going to need to, because the problem is enormous. Our primary markets by 2022 will be the USA, Brazil, and Indonesia. We'll start by targeting the extractive industries like mining and lumber, who have a profit motive and a regulatory requirement to replant their trees. We will then focus on the much larger restoration markets of governments, NGOs, and carbon credits. By planting at this scale, we actually have the ability to have a positive impact on local and global climates. Trees absorb 9 kilograms of carbon dioxide per year per tree. Planting 1 billion trees, we will be sequestering 9 million tons of carbon dioxide every year. And it's not just environmental benefits. The UN estimates that for every dollar we spend on restoration and reforestation, there will be $2.50 of local downstream income and benefits. So we will double the daily income of millions of families in the lowest income bracket around the world. In addition, our system reduces the cost of planting from $2 to $3 per tree down to just 30 US cents. This is a game changer. Currently, the industry is highly fragmented. It's made up of many small players. But with our technology, they'll be able to scale up and achieve their global targets. Our business model is spread over 3 stages. We've already launched our mapping system, where we are validating the technology and generating early revenue by providing these maps as a service. In our second stage, we will provide end-to-end planting services to large-scale reforestation organizations. And we already have our first customer signed up for 1 million trees in South Africa. In our third stage, we will put these planting units into the hands of reforestation organizations, both large and small, enabling them to achieve global scale reforestation with a powerful new tool. Our system is highly scalable, and our business model complements that by enhancing the scalability. So coming back to our crazy NASA engineer, he has assembled an incredible team. Lauren himself has 20 years experience as a NASA engineer, working on projects like the International Space Station and Mars exploration. Within our team, we have 4 PhDs, 2 engineers, experience in reforestation and international policy. My name is Susan Graham. We are Biocarbon Engineering, and I invite you all to join us as we change the world, 1 billion trees at a time.
Congratulations again to you. And we'll now